Hello everyone, welcome back. So as you know, just yesterday we got the 2.7 live stream, which, well, arguably could be the best live stream Honkai Star Rail has ever given us. Maybe it's just recency bias, but I think that this new live stream was freaking out of this world, bro. First up, we got a bunch of content in 2.7, a bunch of optimizations, and also we got a bunch of new info on the new region in the following region. No, the following patch 3.0, a bunch of character releases which I'm going to be making a different video on. We got some relic optimizations, reroll relics, some main stat and substat customization. Basically amazing. But this video specifically, we are going to be touching upon the free standard 5-star ticket that we will be getting on the next version. Basically, I'm going to give my own opinion on this, on who to pick. Oh my god, I can't hurt her, bro. But yeah, basically I'm going to give my own opinion on who to pick, who's the best choice meta-wise. And yeah, let's waste no time and go straight into the video. Okay, so I'm going to use this screen here to talk about it. So we have 7 characters in the standard roster, and from those 7 characters, I think that 2 stand out quite a lot. It's going to be Bronya and Himiko. If I said that in 1.0, I would be torn to shreds already. Bronya is a given. She's a great support since like 1.0. Right now, she isn't really comparable. She isn't like great compared to like the new gen supports, right? But still, she is a good support, just not comparable to the likes of freaking Robin, who apparently can advance forward your whole team. Basically Bronya on steroids, but still a great hyper carry support. And Himiko, at first 1.0, she was very underwhelming despite being a 5-star edition. But with the release of Pure Fiction and in the recent patches, we got some super break content, right? Himiko super break, quite dope, quite strong, really. And her in Pure Fiction, she's amazing in Pure Fiction, guys. Then my first choice is going to be Himiko. My second choice is going to be Bronya. Those two. So if you don't have either of them, then I recommend going for Himiko or Bronya. Let's just say that you don't have like all of the standard characters, right? I think that simply because you haven't gotten all of the standard characters yet, for just purely collection's sake, just get the character that you haven't gotten. But for any other reason, I think the top 2 picks are Himiko and Bronya. And following them is Clara. I think that with the recent versions and patches, she's great in Pure Fiction. MOC, I'm not really sure, because I haven't really tried her in MOC yet, but for Pure Fiction alone, I think that she's a great character, mainly because of the release of Yunli, and due to how similar Yunli's kit and Clara's kit are, then it indirectly buffed Yunli, I guess you can say. Like, it's like the characters, like the enemies are made for Yunli, right? So surely it will be made for Clara also. So she got a little buff there. And for the other characters, if I were to rate them, I'd say Yanqing, Japal, and Bailu are like down below. Well, it's a tier above them, but still not that great. You can do some like meme build where go for well sustained, but if you're going for well sustained, then might as well go for a 4-on hyper carry and 4 harmonies and just clear the content before they attack you, right? Well sustained, most of the time, well sustained is a meme. It's not a viable option to play. You can play it to have fun, but I wouldn't say that it's a good option to play. Japal, like, sure, his shields are good, but he's such an outdated character, so trying to sustain with him is going to give you a hard time. Bailu is also in the same boat. Yanqing, well, he's Yanqing. That's all I have to say about him. So next up, onto copy. For copies, yeah, before I go into the copies thing, right, I want you guys to just assume that I do not recommend a single copy for characters down in the bottom tier, like from Japal, Yanqing, or Bailu. I absolutely do not recommend getting like the copies for them at all. Prioritize getting copies for Bronya, Himiko, and maybe Clara. So first up, for Bronya, I'd say that her E1 is amazing. I would say that in terms of like value for an Eidolon, right? Bronya E1 is a really great Eidolon. Despite it not having like a 100% chance of getting the skill point back, one of Bronya's biggest issues is skill point consumption, right? So this it was somewhat relief for skill point issues. So in the end, great Eidolon. E2, I think that it's decent. I wouldn't say that it's like amazing or something. 30% speed for one ally, one turn. I don't have strong opinions on E2. Like from E1, honestly, Bronya, you only need E1. For all of the Eidolons after that, I don't think it's that amazing. Like E6, E6 is a follow-up attack that barely does any damage. Like the scaling isn't that high, and also the enemy target needs to have wind weakness, and you have to do a basic attack on that enemy. So I wouldn't think that E6 is great. Wait, no, that was E4. Oh my god, that was so dumb. E4 isn't that great. E3 and E5, well, it's just a skill boost, and maybe that's like some percentage of damage boost, but I doubt it will be that much to think about getting to E5 and E3, right? E6, I think, yeah, E6 is great, but going straight to E6 is quite hard. Not gonna lie. E6 is great. I'm not saying that's not. It's basically giving a skill damage boost. No, a damage boost for the ally target after using the skill one more turn, right? So basically you get to have that damage boost for 2 turns, because after you get advanced ward, you do one instance of damage, right? And you have that damage. And the second time, if you're playing like -1 speed Bronya, right, you get to do another instance of damage with the damage boost, which non-E6 Bronya cannot give you. So I think it's a great Eidolon, but going to E6 isn't easy at all. So in the end, I think going for E1 is more than like enough for you. But for Himiko, I think E4 is great for pure fiction right here. E6 is just more damage for the ult. In my opinion, going for higher constellations of Himiko is going to be like the best choice here. Despite her E1 and E2 being like dog shit, E3 and E5 is just the skill, the damage boost, like the skill level up normally, but I think E4 and E6 is most definitely going to be worth it in the long run, because later down the line, Bronya is going to keep getting power creeps and power creeps, right? But Himiko, I think that she can last longer than Bronya in the meta, purely due to pure fiction, and that's it. Right now, I think like when I play pure fiction, I'm going to be using Himiko. If there's like 5 week, right? Himiko with 5 week, amazing. Straight up amazing. And currently I don't see that much of a use for Bronya, aside from like hyper carry teams, but you have Sparkle. Robin can also go for hyper carry teams. Ron May can also be a hyper carry support. With Bronya's standing in the meta currently, I think that she won't last as long as Himiko. With how power creep is going on in Honkai Star Rail, right? I think Himiko is going to be the best choice here to go for more copies out. For Clara, yeah, I think Clara's Eidolons are great. But please do remember that although she's a good character, she isn't anything amazing, and getting more Eidolons on her, I doubt that. Like, sure, she will be better, but I don't think that she will be something that's going to change your account clearly. But Himiko though, as I've said, pure fiction, she's amazing for pure fiction. So I just think that grabbing Himiko is going to be the best choice for your character, like for copies and stuff. Bronya, go for E1 if you want, or if you don't, then just go for more Eidolons on Himiko. Personally, I will be going for more Eidolons for Himiko and eventually get A6 if I get lucky, of course. But well, yeah, that's basically all of my thoughts on who to get for the standard ticket. This video is purely my opinion on like my own experience with playing the game and understanding the power creep situation of Honkai Star Rail. So to summarize, yeah, and if you've gotten all of them, then going for copies for Himiko is the better choice, in my opinion, and her is blocking the stream. Basically, that's all I have for today's video. If you do enjoy it, please go down, hit the like button, and subscribe, because it does really help motivate me to keep making videos for you guys. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.